Like, subscribe, and follow now.
Yo, they added something. What? The archives from Bendy and the Ink Machine? Yeah, they added the archives. I'm gonna blindly check it out because I'm actually pretty interested in this. It's make a blind walkthrough. Just want to record a quick video on walking through it. Probably only gonna be like 15 minutes long, if that. But yeah, just wanted to walk through them really quick. Oh, hello. Welcome to the Archives. Bendy the Dark Revival is filled with numerous characters that each had a critical role to play in the progression of the game. In your archives, you will learn a little bit more about them in an up-close and personal way. Feel free to explore. Okay, we got a... Oh, I cannot open the menu. Game is lagging, but I cannot open the menu. Okay, hold on. I gotta relaunch the game. There, that's better. Still a bit laggy. Whatever. Bendy! Look at this dude. Look at him. Oh, okay. We love him. Bendy the iconic imp was redesigned for Dark Revival to stand out a bit from his traditional cartoon appearance by giving him a suit and clothes. He posed some minor challenges, specifically created a face that sported the classic Bendy eerie smile, but still managed to be heartwarming in the right conditions. He's a fan favorite, so his design had to be just right. During production, we originally envisioned Bendy to talk with a series of cute squeaks to contrast the dark, low voice of the Ink Demon, but this turned out to be very distracting. The idea was scrapped pretty early on. Oh, that's funny. Wilson cartoon. Wilson was a difficult character to balance. At first, the players are purposely led to believe he is a one-note character, obviously evil with an over-the-top villain personality. When the story progresses, we see other sides of the character, and the player becomes muddled with who this man really is. In one draft, Wilson was written as a servant of Nathan Arch Jr., a separate character at the time, but the story made far more sense when the two characters became one, eliminating a lot of needless narrative complexities. Oh. So there was gonna be a Nathan Arch Jr. at one point, then they just merged them into one. Shit. Audrey cartoon. Audrey is a kind-hearted rogue with courage, determination, some flaws, and a deep, dark past. To make our story work, we needed a newcomer to the cartoon studio world, and Audrey was the perfect fresh eyes to help the experience the adventure. Audrey was the perfect fresh eyes to help the experience the adventure. I feel like there's misspellings there. Or miswordings there. From day one of production, we knew that if people didn't connect with Audrey by the end of the game itself wouldn't be successful. Fortunately, she turned out to be quite memorable indeed and stands out from other members of the cast. Nice. We'll visit you last. Oh. We got to him. Porter. As the cycle was held in place and with the influence of the Ink Demon held at bay, the cartoon world was able to grow and advance, creating such characters as Porter, a lost one who came to claim a new identity as an explorer. Porter was written with the knowledge that Dark Revival would feature a far more serious tone than the first game of Bendy the Ink Machine. His lighthearted innocence would help the player feel some warmth in the inky world of sorrow. Ooh, Heidi. It is believed that Heidi has spent some time in the pit, a prison set up by Wilson and the Keepers. It is unclear why, but most likely she was able to access places she shouldn't have. The experience in the pit changed her, as it does many, reverting her into a childlike state, longing for happiness again. Damn. Ooh. Keeper. The Keepers! Wilson's deadly guards and scientists, they aren't perfect, but the Keepers will get the job done, no matter the cost. They are responsible for pressing the Ink Demon inside a smaller form, keeping his power sealed away, so Audrey came along and unknowingly changed the situation. The Keepers were visually designed to reflect the dangers and the evils of the Ink Machine itself. Faceless beings made of gears and wires, with no sense of morality. Ordered around like cattle, a creation living without purpose. Yeah. The Butcher Gang. Look at them. They finally get a close look at these guys. The Butcher Gang. Barley, Charlie, and Edgar, the three original members of the Butcher Gang, were formed from the Ink Machine, deconstructed by Alice Angel for body parts, and bond together to stay alive with sneak attacks on their prey. In Dark Revival, we'll meet an artificial fourth member of the gang, Carly, the Ghost Girl. Although when you begin to examine her closely, Carly appears to be only a shell with perhaps someone inside. Okay, so that confirms that Carly has a soul. Her eyes following me. Ah, fuck off with that. Jesus, look at fucking Barley. My man got a hefty redesign. And Edgar, my son, he looks cool now. Edgar actually looks cool. Look at this fucking Carly. Get a close look at her finally. Hanging around. Oh, again. Nice. This is so cool. I love this. All right, in here. Okay, I saw my boy. What is up? Oh my god, there's so many. Sammy Lawrence. The famous music composer of the studio, Sammy Lawrence, originally had a slightly larger role in the story of Dark Revival, but in the story already filled with so many characters, making them all play a meaningful part becomes a challenge. He was ultimately sidelined in favor of telling a more coherent storyline. Though it is interesting to note that Sammy Lawrence appears to have mastered the flow ability in bending the ink machine long before Porter and Audrey could watch it. Sammy has flow? That's how he traveled. That's how he kept, like, disappearing. Holy shit, that's actually a massive thing to just confirm there. So Sammy has the flow ability because, like, there's so many points where, like, he kind of just, like, walks around and then just vanishes. That's because he has flow. Holy shit. That's massive. We'll look at Amok first. Lord Amok, ruler of the sewer cult. Lord Amok illustrates how the world of the Ink had continued to develop into different societies deep within the darkest places. Though he was weak in the fight, his name will simply never die. Also something I like is something interesting is like he was gonna have a larger role. I'm curious. I'm curious on what the original like revision or the original draft of the storyline looked like. All right, Alice Angel. The self-appointed queen of the studio, Alice Angel is one of the most memorable faces in the Bendy world. Forever lost in the tide of insanity, she's an absolute delight to write far as a character. An angel with many layers, time will only tell if this inky temptress will ever reappear. Oh my god. So we got some bosses here now. King Widow. Ink widows have begun to infest where the light grows darkest. Their king, the biggest and most feared, will only emerge from his nest when its young are threatened. Nice. We'll look at Lurker. Oh, so that's his name, Lurker. Like, that's what this kind of genre is called, Lurkers. The Lurker, or Steve, Big Steve, as he's become to be known as, was originally created as a brute-type enemy that would free roam the way the Lost Ones do, but ultimately felt necessary as the random Ink Demon encounters already fulfilled the role of putting in the player on edge while exploring previous traversed locations. In the end, the Lurker found a much better call-in as an unlikely ally, effectively expanding him into more than just a typical enemy. Okay, yeah, because I was gonna say, like, he looks like a lot more like an enemy at first. Alright, Ship Ahoy Dudley. The demented invention of Wilson, created to serve the dual purpose of dethroning the Ink Demon in the cartoon world, and also upstaging Joey Drew in the eyes of Wilson's father, Nathan Arch. Neither of these happened. Ship Ahoy Dudley is a mysterious sailor, with his own eerie grin, similar to that of Bendy. Along with his sidekick, Crackle the Crab, it is unknown just what kind of cartoon adventures they would have had together. Crackle the Crab. Alright then. Crackle the Crab. Oh, I guess I'm walking through Inky now. Alright. Let's head to the other side. We got over here. We're looking at him last. Joey Drew memory. The man, the legend, the memory. Creating this version of Joey Drew was both an exciting and daunting process. It was clear from the start that Joey would be different from the ones from the original Bending the Ink Machine game. This was a man with all the guilt from a past life, but without the experience to fully understand it. The real Joey Drew made many mistakes, but ultimately learned from them. This doesn't absolve him of his sins, but at the end of his life, he was able to help correct some of them, and help fight the darkness he created. Damn. Bendy, a faithful maid, among other things, to Wilson. Bendy was an important character to the story of Dark Revival as a failed experiment, and someone relatively new to the cartoon studio. She was able to give a somewhat different point of view on the state of the world. We purposely left it unclear if Betty was in on Wilson's plot to harvest Audrey, or if she is just a bystander. Behind her mask, there are still answers to be found. Interesting. Okay, we got some real world things. Audrey's donut. No, you can't have it, Audrey. Anything. Alright. Nathan Arch Sr. Nathan Arch was everything Joey Drew wasn't. He worked hard, built up from nothing, and never compromised his integrity. Joey had big dreams, but Nathan accomplished his own dreams. He and his wife Tessa raised a son with as much love and care as they could, despite Nathan's career pressures. Sadly, his son did not share Nathan's natural talent for business and enterprise. And Audrey, the unknown daughter of an animation pioneer. Audrey has blocked out the memory of her past after losing her father, but his role in her life was not over. A talented father, but his role in a talented animator and artist. Jesus Christ. Her skills landed her a job at Archgate. Was it fate that led her to reunite with Joey Drew's machine? The machine of her birth? Or was it planned? Wilson. Haunted by the impossible shadow of Nathan Arch, Wilson sought to achieve. I'm fumbling, guys. I'm fumbling. Wilson sought to achieve something that would make his father proud. By luck, he stumbled upon the ink machine and was able to become the cartoon world's new master. Holding the cycle in place, he continued his experiments that could not fully be realized until the ink demon was purged. However, unnaturally, enter into and from the ink realm has taken a toll on Wilson's physical being, slowly robbing him of his health. That's why he looks so fucking old and wrinkly. Because, like, it always, like, weirded me out. Go, like, this guy, still alive, I'm pretty sure should be in, like, his 60s to 70s, is, like, this is his son. Like, he looks so old. Like, he looks older than Nathan. That fact always bothered me. That's why he looks like that. How did I get up there? Oh, there we go. Hey, guys. Bendy cut out. But do put this here. Don't put this here. Get back up. I gotta look around. I didn't know there was gonna be like little things too. Guessing Henry's gonna be in this next section. Yeah, here we go. Cycle breakers. We'll go down. We'll go down the list. Tom's house and silent protector, the only Boris clone involved in the main story. Where's Boris the Rolf? Blech. Rumor has it that during the events of the game, Boris is experiencing a dark survival story of his own. I like that. Allison. Returning to another victory over the Ink Demon, Allison is always the voice of reason, a beacon of hope. Allison's design was carefully upgraded from the previous Bendy the Ink Machine game to maintain her personality, but with more fidelity. The purpose of meeting Allison so early in the campaign was to introduce the player to a familiar face after the main introduction. At the start, Allison was able to serve as the motivating force for Audrey until the true plot kicked in later. Henry Stein, my man, the original Psycho Breaker. Henry Stein is the ghost of a man who lost his purpose years ago. Once fueled to finding a way to escape the tortures of the Ink Demon and finding his way home to his wife. Henry is now left with the cold reality of being a recreation of the person he thought he was. Saved as a special surprise for fans of Bendy and the Ink Machine game, Henry was strictly omitted from all public discussion of the character during the entire production, which spanned several years. But Henry returned with a very satisfying face reveal. Damn. Peek around, see if there's anything extra. Doesn't look like there's really anything in this room. The Ink Machine. Designed by Thomas Connor of the Gent Corporation, stolen by Joey Drew, retrieved by Archgate, and once again reclaimed by Gent, the Ink Machine's next adventure is a mystery. Okay, yeah, so that confirms the Ink Machine was reclaimed by Gent at the end of the game. Take it all in. Damn. I'll make sure I've covered everything. Harold, do much dry air, not enough fish food. Good old Harold. Fuck off, Carly. I hate you. 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 Fuck you. I need to keep my eyes out. Oh, fish register. Oh, then I exit through that. That's creative. All right. I think that's everything. All right. Thanks for watching. No, I'm just kidding. We have one more. The Ink Demon. As the world of Dark Revival became more complex and established, we realized the Ink Demon's design needed a complete rethink to match a new tone. Previous versions of his appearance looked absolutely silly when placed in the world alongside the other characters. No amount of creepy music or screen effects could conceal how out of place he looked. The Ink Demon needed to look different than everything else in the world and show a natural progression of the Ink Demon's evolution, as Wilson held the cycle in place. Beast Bendy. Returning for the climax of Dark Revival, Beast Bendy also was revisited with the mindset of making him more powerful and beast-like. Traditionally, in most horror games, they tend to build to a point where the main villain becomes a final form monster as a final boss. Practically a trope. Our idea, what if we got to play as that final form instead? A good trope it is. Okay, see the end. I get in there. Well, I get in. Oh, I got in. I'm in. Now I'm stuck. I'm stuck. God, you are short. You look a lot bigger in the game. Got myself stuck. Hey, ooh, Bendy. I'm inside a Bendy. Whoa, teeth. It wouldn't be me playing something if I didn't find some way to break it. God, it's just standing next to Beast Bendy. It's like, Jesus Christ. All right, that was the archives. I do know there is like a wander and it's a terrible sin like Bendy thing somewhere, but obviously I know it's probably inaccessible for me. So if you want to find that, you can find that probably somewhere on either on YouTube or Twitter, most likely. But yeah, that was just a quick run through of the archives. Some actually really cool information here was gotten. I definitely, it was definitely fun to walk through. Get the little extra tidbits of lore. But yeah, that's it. This game is awesome. I love this game. Here we'll end on Bendy's teeth. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. And also subscribe to the main channel for more edited content whenever that's done. Follow on Twitch for live streams like this. Well, this isn't a live stream, but you can you can watch a live stream if you want. Follow on Twitter for updates on content. Join the community Discord server. You can chat with the community members and also stay up to date on content. I'm in the process of writing an original story, Eclipse Entropy, which will be releasing later this year. If you want to stay up to date on that, whenever that releases, you go to Twitter or join the Discord server. I just released the synopsis of the story, so check that out if you want to. And yeah, I've been Bill. This has been the Bendy the Dark Revival Archives. I'll see you guys whenever. Peace out. Oh, peace out.